I have some business out west anyway, so I stop off in this little town where my former wife lives. We haven't seen each other in 4 years, but from time to time, when something of mine appeared, or was written about me in the magazines or papers, a profile or an interview, I sent her these things. I don't know what I had in mind, except I thought she might be interested. In any case, she never responded. It's 9 in the morning, I haven't called, and it's true, I don't know what I'm going to find, but she lets me in. She doesn't seem surprised. We don't shake hands, much less kiss each other. She takes me into the living room. As soon as I sit down, she brings me some coffee. Then she comes out with what's on her mind. She says I've caused her anguish, made her feel exposed and humiliated. Make no mistake, I feel I'm home. She says, but then you were into betrayal early. You always felt comfortable with betrayal. No, she says, that's not true. Not in the beginning, at any rate. You were different then. But I guess I was different too. Everything was different, she says. No, it was after you turned 35 or 36, whenever it was, around in there anyway, your mid-30s, somewhere, then you'd started in. You really started in. You turned on me. You did it up pretty then. You must be proud of yourself. She says, sometimes I could scream. She says she wishes I'd forget about the hard times, the bad times, when I talk about back then. Spend some time on the good times, she says. Weren't there some good times? She wishes I'd get off that other subject. She's bored with it, sick of hearing about it. Your private hobby horse, she says. What's done is done, and water under the bridge, she says. A tragedy, yes. God knows it was a tragedy, and then some. But why keep it going? Don't you ever get tired of dredging up that old business? She says, let go of the past for Christ's sake. Those old hurts. You must have some other arrows in your quiver, she says. She says, you know something? I think you're sick. I think you're crazy as a bedbug. Hey, you don't believe the things they're saying about you, do you? Don't believe them for a minute, she says. Listen, I could tell them a thing or two. Let them talk to me about it if they want to hear a story. She says, are you listening to me? I'm listening, I say. I'm all ears, I say. She says, I've really had a belly full of it, Buster. Who asked you here today anyway? I sure as hell didn't. You just show up and walk in. What the hell do you want from me? Blood? You want more blood? I thought you had your fill by now. She says, think of me as dead. I want to be left in peace now. That's all I want any more is to be left in peace and forgotten about. Hey, I'm 45 years old, she says. 45 going on 55, 65. Lay off, will ya? She says, why don't you wipe the backboard clean and see what you're left after that? Why don't you start with a clean slate? See how far that gets you, she says. She has to laugh at this. I laugh too, but it's nerves.